It's been a while since we have seen great chemistry-filled collaborations between an actor and an actress. In the early days of Hollywood, there was Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy, and later on, in the 90s, romantic comedy fanatics were blessed with the films of Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. But with the release of Apple TV+'s new film, Ghosted, it looks like our prayers for the next great duo have been answered. This romantic comedy starring Chris Evans and Ana de Armas will be their third collaboration after having starred in the successful mystery whodunit film, Knives Out, as well as Netflix's action-packed thriller, The Gray Man. Though both de Armas and Evans have proved to be capable in any genre, their chemistry will surely bring their best work together. For anybody wondering when, how, and where they can watch Ghosted, Apple TV+'s funniest movie yet, you've come to the right place. Editor's note: this piece was updated on March 6 to include the trailer and official plot. Is there a release date for Ghosted? Ghosted is officially set to release on Apple TV+ on April 21, 2023. There is no word yet on whether or not the film will have a theatrical release, but it does seem likely as other recent star-powered Apple films such as Spirited and The Greatest Beer Run ever played in theaters a week before launching on Apple TV+. When and where did Ghosted film? Filming for Ghosted commenced in Atlanta, Georgia on February 14, 2022. Additional filming also took place in the Washington, D.C. area. Filming eventually wrapped in May 2022. What is Ghosted about? The official synopsis for Ghosted via Apple reads: Salt of the earth Cole falls head over heels for enigmatic Sadie, but then makes the shocking discovery that she's a secret agent. Before they can decide on a second date, Cole and Sadie are swept away on an international adventure to save the world. Early reports of the film compared Ghosted to the 1980s classic Romancing the Stone, which told the story of a single romance writer, Joan Wilder, played by Kathleen Turner, who travels beyond the comfort of her New York City apartment to the wild jungles of Colombia so she can save her sister who has been kidnapped by criminals intent on stealing a priceless treasure, and along the way falls in love with the swashbuckling adventurer, Jack T. Colton, who is the director of Ghosted. The director of Ghosted is Dexter Fletcher. Fletcher originally began his career as an actor. He starred in several British independent films at the start of his career such as Caravaggio, The Rachel Papers, and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. He also starred in the acclaimed HBO miniseries Band of Brothers created by Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks, as Staff Sergeant John Martin. Fletcher made his directorial debut with Wild Bill, a crime comedy drama about Bill Hayward, a man out on parole after 8 years in prison who comes home to find his sons abandoned by their mother and living alone. His second film, Sunshine on Leith, a jukebox musical set to the songs of the Proclaimers, skyrocketed him to international acclaim. Since then, he has worked on several rock-inspired movies. After Bryan Singer was forced to quit, Fletcher took over as the uncredited director of the Oscar-winning Freddie Mercury biopic Bohemian Rhapsody. The following year he directed Taron Egerton and Rocketman, a jukebox musical biopic about Elton John, and both his direction and Egerton's acting received widespread praise. This past year, he served as the director on 2 episodes of the Paramount Plus series, The Offer, about the making of Francis Ford Coppola's masterpiece, The Godfather. Collider's own Maggie Lovett gave the limited series a rave review within a grade. Who are the writers of Ghosted? The writers of Ghosted are Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick. Reese and Wernick's collaboration began in 2009 with the horror comedy Zombieland starring Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, Abigail Breslin, and Bill Murray. Their greatest collaboration came in 2016 with Deadpool starring Ryan Reynolds. Unlike most other superhero films, Deadpool was praised for its tongue-in-cheek humor as well as the more complicated moral dilemmas of this antihero. The film went on to earn 2 Golden Globe nominations, making it one of the most critically successful superhero movies of all time. Because of the success of both of these films, Wernick and Reese wrote the sequels for both Zombieland, Double Tap, and Deadpool 2. The two also wrote the international Michael Bay action film, Six Underground, starring Ryan Reynolds, Melanie Laurent, and Dave Franco, the sci-fi horror film Life starring Ryan Reynolds, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Rebecca Ferguson, and Joseph Kosinski's sci-fi thriller Spiderhead, which starred Chris Hemsworth and Miles Teller. The two are set to develop Twisted Metal, a new action series for Peacock starring Anthony Mackie and Stephanie Beatriz. They also co-wrote the script for Deadpool 3, marking their 5th collaboration with Ryan Reynolds, who is in the cast of Ghosted. Ana de Armas will play the role of Sadie in Ghosted, a mysterious young woman who becomes the object of affection for Evans Cole. Of course, Sadie isn't your average rom-com love interest. In fact, she's a secret agent for the CIA in the midst of one of her most daring missions yet. De Armas started her career in Cuba and soon moved to Spain, where she became the star of a popular teen soap opera El Internado. Her first English-language performance came in 2015 with Knock Knock, a moralist horror film about a married man who has a one-night stand with two young women and pays the consequence for it when they refuse to leave. She received acclaim the following year for her role in Hands of Stone, where she played the wife of famous Panamanian boxer Roberto Duran. Armas got her first breakthrough role in 2017 for Blade Runner 2049, where she played Joy, the protagonist's holographic AI girlfriend. This role made way for her most recognizable, Marta in Knives Out, which earned her first Golden Globe nomination. She also had a scene-stealing role as Paloma in the James Bond film No Time to Die. She recently starred in Netflix's Blonde, where she plays the iconic old Hollywood actress, Marilyn Monroe, which landed the actress her very first Academy Award nomination. Up next, Armas is set to join the John Wick universe and will lead the spin-off film, Ballerina. Scarlett Johansson was previously attached to play Armas' role, but left due to scheduling conflicts. Coincidentally, Evans and Johansson were set to reunite for another Apple film, Project Artemis, but Evans ended up leaving his role due to scheduling conflicts. Chris Evans will be playing the film's male lead Cole Riggin, a genuine and kind soul, who falls madly in love with Sadie. When she suddenly stops responding to his texts, Cole travels to Europe, not knowing that the woman of his dreams is secret a super spy. Evans got his start in the early 2000s as a teen heartthrob in movies like Not Another Teen Movie. He quickly transitioned to more adult material and starred in a mix of action and superhero films like Fantastic Four and Sunshine, as well as romantic comedies like What's Your Number and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. In 2011, Evans won his most iconic role as Captain America in Captain America: The First Avenger. Since then, he has starred in 11 films as the superhero. His most critically acclaimed performances are Snowpiercer, the Bong Joon-ho film about a lower-class uprising on a train that carries the remnants of the human population after climate change has ravished the Earth, and Knives Out, the Rian Johnson whodunit about the mysterious death of a successful writer. 2023 looks to be a massive year for Evans. Along with Ghosted, he is also set to star alongside Emily Blunt in the crime thriller Pain Hustlers and will star alongside Dwayne Johnson in the big-budget Christmas action comedy Red One. Adrian Brody also stars in this adventure-filled rom-com playing the role of Levek. Brody is most famous for his Oscar-winning role in The Piano. The film told the true story of W. Ladislaw Szpilman, a Polish-Jewish pianist who avoids the concentration camp but is separated from his family and forced to hide alone in the ruins of Warsaw. He followed up this performance with roles in films like The Village, Hollywoodland, and Cadillac Records. He has enjoyed a close collaboration with director Wes Anderson, and has appeared in Fantastic Mr. Fox, The Grand Budapest Hotel, and The French Dispatch. Recently he has gained praise for his supporting roles in Blonde, See How They Run, and the Peacock original series Poker Face. Other actors involved in Ghosted include Mike Moe as Wagner, Tim Blake Nelson as Borislav, Marwan Kenzari as Marco, Anna Deaver-Smith as Claudia, Liz Broadway as Maddie, Mustafa Shakir as Monty, and Tia Surkar as Patty. Amy Sedaris and Tate Donovan are also in the film in undisclosed roles. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and support my channel.